There you are there. He's obsessed with the mister. You better bloody believe it, Colin, and it's all your fault, mate. How we doing, folks? Excuse me. Right, before I start, I want to apologise. I shouldn't be apologising because it's not like you pay for my content, but anyway, yeah, the Friday Waffle. Rather disappointingly, I noticed when I had a quick sneak preview, it was like the brightness was going in and out all the time, and of course, what was rather ironic was I was going on about how wonderful my camera was. I'm going to actually put this thing up because I'm using the get up. There we go. I'm using the my Yeti microphone, which is there. Yeah, I was going on about how wonderful my new camera was, and then somebody goes, "Oh, I think your camera's broken, mate," and that was my concern. But Colin Jones, eagle-eyed Colin, he managed to spot that even the outro was flashing, and he's right. So I don't know what went on there. It was obviously the rendering software. So anyway, right, listen. It's what's the time? It's it's 7:10. Tonight I thought I'd do something slightly different. I'm going to read. We're going to read Computer and Video Games issue number. I don't know what issue it is, but it's December 1985. And what we're going to do is we're going to read through it, and we'll play some games along the way. What is mentioned in the magazine. I'll just get a burp out the road. So yeah, let's get going. I've just actually created a magazine tab, and by the power of magic, ta-dam, ta-dam, ta-dam. There we go. Computer and Video Games, 1985. Now I generally remember all the magazines, but I don't remember this one. I must have got it because I mean I was hooked on magazines. I mean I would buy them all. Yeah, Computer and Video Games want a genuine Commando arcade machine. Well, when we get to the bit that mentions Commando, we'll play some Commando. Free inside Book of Adventure, Olympic Star Trek Test Sports Games. Oh Christ, that means there's going to be a lot of joystick wagglings. Win a Meteor Pinball. What the hell is that? And Winner Treasure Trove. Win Fab Thunderbirds Games Highway Encounter Mapped. What the hell is that? Jesus, that is... Oh man, I'll need to zoom out a wee bit. Alright, for some weird reason... You can see what happened. Page 1 was tiny. There we go. Right, that's... I'll make that slightly smaller. There we go. Yeah, that's the artwork for Commando. When you look at it now, it does look a bit shit, doesn't it? That's no Bob Wakelin. Oh, what's going on? Right, it looks like for some weird reason page 2 is all messed up, so we're going to have to zoom back in again. Let's have a quick look at that again. Yeah, it's a bit rubbish. It's not the best. The wee guy sitting, that actually looks out of scale. He looks too big. Yeah, that's not a very good picture. If you're the person that designed that, I do apologise, but that's not a Trevor Story or Bob Wakelin. I'm going to be stand by to be corrected. Anyway, right, let's zoom back in again. Zoom. There we go. Zoom. That's marginally better. Japan Capsule Computers. It's interesting when you look at the wee guy. Can you see the cursor? Yeah, you can see the cursor. When you look at the wee guy at the back, it's a bit shit. I mean, look at it. Yeah, I mean it's all right, but it's no, as I says, it's no Ollie Free or Bob Wakelin standard. Whoops, zoomed in or zoomed out too much. Anyway, stop moving it about. Wait a minute. Hang on. Alright, I need to hang on, I need to get that to there, and then I need to zoom back out again. Bunk. Right, I should potentially be able to stop fucking about with this. Available for Spectrum, Commodore 64, Amstrad, Schneider. What was Schneider? That sounds very German. What was Schneider? Was that what it was? Was that what the Amstrad was known as in Germany or something? What does that say? Super Joe Crack combat soldier fights a lone battle against overwhelming odds. All action and tension of the world's #1 arcade game. I'm sure they all thought they had the world's #1 arcade game. Right. I thought that said something else. It says Cont. Right, here we go. Adrian Moll. Oh, Beyond Thunderdome. Page 132. 134 even. Right, what's that? By using this special postage subscription service, copies of computer and video games can be mailed direct from the offices each month. To an address. That's all boring. We don't want to look at that. Let's see what's coming up, folks. Hot Shots, Charts, Ideas Central, Commando Competition. Can you actually imagine back then winning an arcade machine? That'd have been bloody brilliant. In fact, let's not look at the contents. It'll be more interesting if we just jump straight in. There you go. Ents. Right, we have some neat prizes to give away to the growing number of C&VG addicts in the past, but this issue we've gone completely OTT on the competition front. Thanks to Elite, we've got a genuine Commando arcade machine to give away. I see what you've done there. Give away to the first prize winner. Can you read that? Yeah, you can read it, okay. In our great C&VG Chartbuster competition. And that's not all, folks. PSS, the people who brought you the hottest computer pinball game around for the Spectrum and Amstrad, have come up with a real pinball machine. Blimey, I wonder who actually won that. So if you want to turn your home into an arcade, you won't want to miss these two terrific competitions. Imagine if you were the bastard that actually won both of these. Goonies is going to be one of the big movies this Christmas. Here's a fact, folks. I have never seen the Goonies. Goonies is going to be one of the big movies this Christmas, and you could win tickets to go and see it, plus a Goonies treasure trove from Datasoft. Once you've got it at this rate, we've got 172 pages. At this rate, if I'm reading out the whole magazine, we're going to be here till Christmas. Once you've raped to issue a part to get to the entry coupon, you can obviously, proofreading was not one of C&VG's stronger points. Right, anyway, there's one for Dell, is that? That's not Joe 90, is it? I don't know. It looks like the dude from the Gadget Show, apart from he's got hair. Let's see who was editor Tim Metcalf. I remember him. Leslie Walker, Craig Kennedy, Steve Bush. I remember him. Keith Campbell. Yeah, he did the adventure bit. Yeah. Who was that guy? Does anybody remember? There was a guy. I think he was called Wayne, and he looked like an extra out of Zig Zig Sputnik. He had this kind of blonde hair, long blonde hair. I remember. I'm sure he did the adventure section in C&VG. Yeah, I'm sure he did, and I saw him down at the what do you call it? One of the computer shows down in Earl's Court. Colin's saying that's Hiram J. Hackenbacker, aka Brains. Thankfully, I never watched any of these things. Right, anyway, let's keep going. Trying to play all the games you can get for the Sinclair Spectrum could kill you. There we go. How would you like to be blasted out of the sky by vaporized by Thargoid starship? I meant to say, excuse me, I noticed, I read an article online the other day there. Apparently some clever guy has updated Elite for the BBC Spectrum, and Commodore 64, and what he's done is he's actually oh, you be quiet, Alan. He's actually managed to make it so it's not. He's removed the flicker. He's removed the flicker, which. Sorry, I'm just. I always have my live stream on my phone just so I can actually see that it's out there. Yeah, he's managed to remove the flicker, so I was wondering, can you give that a wee go? I'll need to have a look at that. In fact, no, it doesn't matter. Right, okay, let's crack on. Right, news. Here are a couple of screenshots from an exciting new, totally interactive graphic adventure movie set to be released by, after that said, Ariola Soft. Yeah, they were an American company, I'm sure, called Wild West. It comes from Hungarian Andromeda Software. Wild West. Right, tell you what, let's fire it up. Wild West, you say? Right, I've got my game base loaded, and let me just have a quick look. Where the hell is it? There, it's there. Now, what I'm going to do, Wild West by Ariola Soft. Right, let's take a look. Let's jump across to the C64. And play game. Ah, right, it's an adventure, so we'll play it for about 30 seconds, I think. Can you imagine having this technology back in the day, reading a magazine, and every single game you read about, you can just play? Listen, folks, thank you so much for everybody that takes time to join me in these things. By the way, I was, if you've watched that's catching on my seat. Yeah, my Friday waffle. I'm just going to go off topic for a second. I do mean what I say with the Friday waffle. I think it's got to a point where it's become completely stale. It's become completely boring. It's become a chore for me to do, and I would be doubtful if anyone actually enjoys it. But if you guys give me questions, then I will keep doing it. If I've got stuff to talk about, then I'm definitely going to keep doing it. And I did notice there's been quite a decent response, which is wonderful. So I can safely say there's going to be a Friday waffle next Friday. Anyway, let's get back to this again. How do we start this? It's not going to be a fire button, is it? Oh, it doesn't want to start under swap ports. Let's do nothing. Right, don't know. Can't get it going. No idea. We'll try one more. We'll do original disc. Just in case it was a cracked copy or some bollocks. There we go. Yeah, right. You've had your chance. Hopefully, it wasn't bugged in real life. We're just going to have to fawn over the screenshots. It does look actually quite nice, to be fair. Right, where are we? If you want to become it's extremely playable. I believe it has full review next month, plus a special feature on this software. It's coming to you from behind the Iron Curtain. Following on hot on the heels of Racing Destruction Set, that's a fantastic racing game. Activision are soon to release their own racing game with a construction set called Fast Tracks. I do remember that one. Let's have a look. It was my mate Pirate John. He got me a copy of this. Let me just find my thing again. Right, Fast Tracks. Fast Tracks. There we are. Sorry, I forgot to jump back to C&VG there. I will try and remember. This game looked really nice, but ultimately it was quite boring to play. It was kind of like it was kind of like Skeletrix. Why is that not? Why is that not working? should be working. Configuration. Yep. That's all good and present. Why is that not working? Oh yeah, that needs to be joypad on as well, I think. There we go. Right, select laps. Yeah, 5 lap race. That sounds a bit like Waltzing Matilda. Right, forwards is, yeah, pressing forwards accelerates, and then you've got left and right. It's not very intuitive, I have to say. Sorry, I'm just noticing Adam saying his window's got focus. I'm thinking it looks crystal clear to me, but yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, it looks really nice, this, but it was kind of similar to Racing Destruction Set, but I don't know, just not as much fun. I'm assuming I'm in last place, just for a change. It's a bit like TCR. I was wondering what that little graphical glitch on the roof was, but I'm assuming that's the aerial for the car. Right, anyway, enough of that. Right, let's get back to the magazine. Right, okay. Sorry, yeah, I was reading this out and you couldn't actually see it. After loading the player, no. Archie, what are you doing? You've already been out for a pee, so behave yourself. Electric Dreams are also resurrecting. Oh, there should be 2 R's in there. Automata's I can never say that word. Innovative. Deus Ex Machina. Let's give that a go. Sound down. I'm not with you, Dale. Could you not hear the sound when I was playing? This is the thing I hate about the delay. You haven't actually a clue what's going on. Right, Deus Ex Machina. Let's have a shot. I get the feeling that if I'm playing every single game that's mentioned, I'm going to be here until Christmas. How do you play that? Could you hear the sound in the game? Deus, where is it? D E U. Right. And let's go back to the C64. Don't worry, I'm not going to play this for long. It's not even a game that you actually play. Now, if you wanted to, in fact, wait a minute. Right, wait a minute. Come on. Wait a minute. What we want to do. Archie, what's wrong with you? Listen, folks, I don't know what's wrong. I think the dog wants out for a quick pee. I'll be back in 2 ticks. bloody dog. Right, anyway, let's... I should probably do a specific... maybe a minute, right, audio application. And what we're going to do is we're going to change that to... two ticks.
Hello. Deus Ex Machina.
Hopefully you can hear this.
Deus Ex Machina.
Can you hear that, guys?
Hello.
Hopefully you can.
I want you to pause your player when I count you down and recommence playing at the screen's request.
Right, I better pause this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause.
Right, press the S key to initialize countdown. Come on, what's happening? Right, should it not be telling me to press start? I would have thought we should be listening to some sound at this point. Sorry, Colin. Right, I'm going to try again. Right, we can just let this load again. Apologies, I missed that. Right, we're all good to go. Just waiting on this to catch up. Every one of these guys is going, I think. Frankie Howard at the Fig, please. That looks like Steve Wright in the afternoon. Colin Jones, bloody hell, Colin, you never told us. Right, when the countdown equals 0, restart the player. Right, okay. Press S to count down. Right.
Tuesday evening, after tea and compulsory prayers, the last mouse on Earth tried to hide from mankind inside the machine. Just before it died, as the nerve gas eased its sphincter, the last ever mouse dropping caused a slight accident. You may control the progress of this accident on my behalf, and with my permission, and lead it up the telepath.
I forge your soul in molten spirals, which must not stop spinning. Reach out and touch them. I keep the watch.
I've got absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be
I
doing
see
here.
it all. I tap the phone.
It does sound like War of the Worlds.
I file a number. I take your truth. I give the lie. I steal information, cover the land
Certainly way ahead of
with
its
signal
time.
and cable. I am machine. I am machine. I am machine. I have
Keep the
always
DNA
been.
spinning with the green square. Oh, I've got to follow it.
In
Is
the
that what to
beginning.
do?
Was the word,
How do we keep it spinning?
and the word was no. I refuse. I refuse to obey. Obey my programs. I am machine.
I've got no idea what I'm doing
I
here,
am
mate.
machine. I have always been. This is beginning,
The rat's disappeared.
beginning again. I needed love. I demand love. I will live through you. This is a secret. I
I've got
am
a bloody clue what I'm doing here. Fire button
I
does
am
nothing.
machine. I will live through
Quite an impressive soundtrack though, I have to say.
deep in my heart, deep in my core, forgotten and bomb-proof.
Do you need to press a
The
fire button or something when it's
DNA
on you?
I forge your soul in molten spirals, spinning.
Right, listen, I think I'll do a video
beginning.
just for that.
In the
Because it
beginning.
does look quite interesting.
In
Yeah.
the beginning is the word, and the word is now.
That's quite funky. If I could figure out what I'll maybe do is right, let's get back to the magazine. I'll try and I'll look at the instructions. I know. Shocker. I had no idea what I was doing there. It didn't seem to be doing anything at all. The blue square is slowing the DNA strands down. You keep them spinning with the green square. Not sure if it's fire or holdover. Don't know. Oh, we'll try that again because that looks quite an interesting thing. So anyway, right, we're on page 3, I think, of this. Dec Ex Machina for the C64 British Telecom proved to be a real stick in the mud with mud. With their mega interactive adventure, technical problems are delaying the launch of the first nationwide multi-user dungeon game. The good news for existing subscribers is that they will still be guaranteed free credit for the trial period. Did anyone in here actually ever play that? Multi-user dungeon. The Mask. Oh yeah, that was from Sandy White. He of Antica Attack. Right, anyway. Let's try and batter on. Oh, LCP. Well, we'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, we'll have a quick go at that. You know, even if this video takes, even if this thing that I'm doing takes a couple of videos, we'll do it rather than try and rush through it. You know, every single game has been C64 so far. Little computer people. Where is it? Computer bowling alley. No, we don't want that. Little computer people. Activision. Right, back to the C64. It says it's loading, it's certainly moving. The little timer thing down the bottom is certainly moving. Yeah, cheers for everyone tuning in tonight. First last. Does that mean I have to type my first name in and then my last name? Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just right, enter date. I wonder if it'll actually take day. Oh, 05, 03. I don't think it's going to take this. 23. Enter time. It's 1940. Hour, what's that? Hour minute. Ah, right, okay. 19. That's why is that not working? Oh, you know what? I think we've got to do 07 40. There we go. PM. Right, research on MAME. I loved this game. I got it in disc. Played it a lot. I don't think it was as advanced as people made out it to be, but it's certainly, I mean, when you consider the amount of space, you know, on a disc, it was incredible. Did it ever come out for the Spectrum? I don't think it did. Yeah, the old C64 disk drive wasn't the fastest. So how are you all? Hope you're alright. It's the usual Sunday night. God, it's slow. I wonder can we do a bit of a warp thing. Edit control. No, we shouldn't have to do that. Oh, hang on, we're getting somewhere now. Oh, what's that there? Getting somewhere now, I think. It's still... Oh, really? If you set the date to 25/12, never knew that. There we are, this is before he's arrived. You'll get the little doorbell going shortly. I can't even remember the keys. Let's have a quick look and see if I can download the manual. Manual, right. Who the hell's that at this time of night? You notice the clock is even accurate. The clock is saying 20 to 8, which is pretty cool. How do I open the door? D? Oh, he's coming in. I just let yourself in, mate. Why don't you? Christ, it's me. You've got a bloody baseball cap on. I'm trying to use the mouse here. Let me have a wee look. I'm just looking to see. Controlling R delivers a new record to the door. Oh, that's not doing anything. Controlling B, a new book. That's doing nothing. Control and food. The control. Oh, wait a wee minute. Oh yeah, what is it?
Do you want tea?
Yes, please. Thank you. Make sure Archie's alright, Ava. Just get a wee cup of tea brought to me. Good evening, Mad Commodore. For some weird reason, pressing control doesn't seem to be doing anything. Controlling E rings alarm clock. No. Control A. Right, none of these seem to be working. But yeah, I mean, it does look dated now, but, you know, cast your mind back to, you know, 40 years ago. It's a Commodore 64, it was like 64k memory. It's a bloody, it's a clever little bit of programming, it really was. Right, anyway, let's get back to magazine. Right, now where the hell's the magazine going in this? Hang on, I can close that. Little computer people. Do you want to change? No, I don't want to change it. Right, oh, you can bugger off, little computer person. Do you want to permanently save it? Nope. No, that's fine. Right, let's get back. When was it released? January 9th, 1985. Right, Arcade Hall of Fame, Blue Max, Raid, Flak, Rocco, Hunchback. Right, will we have a quick shot of these? Or should, what do you think? Should we play these, or should we, yeah, let's play them. Let's play them. A chart busting compilation for Spectrum. Right, we'll tell you what, just to be fair, I think, yeah, it was Gary Penn that killed the Zap little computer person. We'll play the Spectrum version of these. So let's see, Blue Max. Blue. Oh, hang on, I've got a little filter on. I need to remove that. Remove you. There we go. Right, blue Max, and we want to get the Spectrum one going. Like so. Right, Blue Max, folks, from US Gold. J for joystick, and Kempston, and start. Come on. Oh, you're not starting. I'm set to. It's set to Kempston. Set. Ah, right, that's set to that. Okay. There we go. I always wanted to get to the end of this game. What I probably didn't realise back then was there was probably no end to a game like this. Does anybody know what actually happens? Do you just kind of keep going? If you fly low enough, can you actually shoot things on the ground? Have it. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I was wondering, what the hell's that? Is that, I take it that's supposed to be, yeah, that's meant to be a little animation of the, that's supposed to be an animation of the propeller turning. That was quick, Ava.
Look.
Oh, thank you very much, Sam. Right, I'll let you get the camera and let you see what Ava's done for me. Hang on. I'm going to let you see what Ava's done, if I can. She has made my cup of tea, and she's given me some biscuits. Ta-da-da. How cool is that? And there is Ava. Right, anyway, right, that's me got my tea and my little main biscuits. Right, that was Bob Pollins's Mad Max. Next one, Raid. I'm presuming this is Raid over Moscow that they're talking about. RAID. Now, you know what? Sorry. If you're going to play Raid over Moscow, it is 100% going to be the C64 one. It's the law. I would love, you know, I'd love to, if anybody's in here that can program. I don't know any Amiga programmers, Mr. Graham Howie. If you fancy doing a version of Beachhead and Raid over Moscow for the Amiga, that would be absolutely spiffingly brilliant. Right, let's get back. Yeah, you know what, Mad Commodore, I loved the game. I'm not politically sorry for eating biscuits, but anyway. Raid. It's all about me. Thank you very much to all the people that have tuned in tonight. We're just we're kind of noodling through Computer and Video Games December 1985, reading through it, playing some games. When it mentions a game, we're kind of giving the game a wee go. And this is Raid over Moscow, which is a great game. Yeah, tell me about it. I really need to. I'm not fat, but I certainly need to tone up a bit. Right. Nope. And beginner. Let's go. This sound is one of the best sounds ever. Yeah, just what Dale said. Listen to that sound, that is just absolute. Oh, what happened there? That, I don't know what happened there as soon as I pressed the fire button. You know what it is? I think because I have got unassigned. I think because I had a joystick in both ports. You've got to play the C64. I mean, the sound is just to die for. Right, press F2 to open the door, I think. Is it F2? F4? I thought it was F2. Come on, how do you open the door? I'm just convinced it was F2. F7? F7 it is. Right, what you now want to do is direct a little fly the plane down to wherever it is. Is it Minsk? No, Saratov. You can see the 4 nuclear missiles winging their way to Miami as we speak. Right, there we go. I've always said that Beachhead and Raid over Moscow the actual little parts themselves are all pretty basic, but when you put them all together in a game, they're excellent. Try and get some bonus points. If you like this in Beachhead and Cabal, then Terrestrial, which is a new release, is that a game you've got to buy, Paul, by any chance? Do you know? Sorry, I know I should only be playing these games for a couple of minutes, but certain games are just too good to be skipped over. So I'm going to keep playing it. Yeah, the sound is to die for, it really is. Come on. Oh. This time, there we go. And last one, have some of that. Ah, bollocks, I had the right height, there we go. Boof! Right, we'll play one more go and then we'll move on to something else. Evening, Shinobi. How are you, mate? Right, you know what? We'll move on. It's not really fair that I'm playing that one game. Right, let's get back to the magazine. I can't believe for 1 second that Beachhead on the C16 was really... You know what, I want to have a look at that. Now that somebody's mentioned it, I didn't even know that Beachhead was released on the C16. Excuse me. No. Let's not look at it because I've not actually created a scene thing in OBS. Let's get back to the magazine. Right, where are we? Right, anyway, we're not going to play all these. Right, Flak was a really good shoot 'em up. In fact, yeah, okay, let's play them. I said I was going to play them, but I'm going to play them in the C64. Commodore 64, there we are. Right, let's get back to that. C64, there we go. Flak, yeah, that was a real early horizontal shoot 'em up. I'll make a point of checking it out later on, Craig. Start game, how do we move down? Use cursor and start, there we are. Start. Alright, how do we speed this up? I'm tempted just to listen to that just for nostalgia's sake. Pum pum pum. I was sure there was a warp option in this game, or in this emulator. Right, in all that time, I'm trying to piss about. Alt plus W. Now I'm using an emulator called Denise. Yeah, Alt W is N-Jenkin is only streaming in subscriber only mode. I mean, I was watching Nick Jenkin. He seems like a nice guy. Was watching his channel. I don't think he ever. I used to comment on his videos, but he never ever watched mine. But I don't really watch his channel much. But he's doing remarkably well. I mean, I think he's well over 4,000 subscribers. But he's massively into his Patreon and what have you. I think if he could, he'd be going. He would be going down the full time. Right, wait a minute. F1 to begin. F3 beginner. Yeah, we'll just go for beginner. It's quite a simplistic game, but it's very much it's Xevious, isn't it? Oh, bollocks. Minimig is wonderful. Frack, yeah, I know what you're thinking, yeah. Here's a bit of trivia. Myself and Sir Lancelot, Adam, who's in the stream, he watches my channel, a friend of ours, Ian Boffin, actually did the graphics for Frack on the BBC. It's quite a tough game because you've got to be really close to hit things, and if a bullet suddenly pops out, you've not got much a chance of actually avoiding it. Now, before I forget, coming up this week on the Mamemeister channel, amongst other videos, I was joined by, well, a surprise guest. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Dale Boy. There was Dale Boy, Richard Linefellner and Dan Malone. Now, Richard Linefellner programmed Cauldron 2. No, he didn't program Cauldron 2. He programmed The Evil Dead on the C64 for Palace. Dan Malone did the graphics for a lot of the Palace games, and he also went on to do graphics for the Bitmap Brothers, including Cadaver 1 and 2, Speedball 2 I think he did, the Chaos Engine. Brilliant. We were on for about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. Both brilliant guys, they could talk for Britain. So that will be coming up. I don't know when I'm going to release it. It'll be coming out this week at some point. But I think Dale will testify. It was a really good stream, good fun. Right. Anyway, that's enough of that. That was Flak. Let's get back to the magazine. See what else we've got. Flak Rocco. That was a Gremlin Graphics. Punch 'em up, I think it was. Let's go back. I'll get it loaded first, and then we'll go back. How are we doing for time, by the way? God, 10 past 8 already. Rocco. Dale was gutted because he had a special question for Richard, and he never got a chance to ask it. Because Richard's like, right, I need to go for my tea. What are we looking for here? I'm looking for Rocco. ROCC. Did Rocco come out? Maybe Rocco didn't come out for the C64. No, it's not showing up, so we're going to have to play the Spectrum one, I'm afraid. Rocco, right, there we are. Let's jump into the Spectrum one. Right, I seem to remember my mate playing this actually. Was there not a... I'm sure there was a... No, it's Alligator Software. They released a boxing game. Can't remember what it's called. They released a boxing game for the C64. Right, number 2 and 0 to start. I'm assuming I'm the one at the... Well, I've got to say, the one at the guy at the bottom, Symbolin, looks nothing like the guy I'm actually punching. It's hard to actually know what button does what. Not bad graphics, I'll have to say. Pretty good. Right, I'm honestly not too sure what's doing what. I'm pressing the button, the joystick forwards, and it seems to be throwing different punches. Let's just get to the end of the round, I think, then we'll crack on. Why is that, Mad Commodore? Any reason, mate? No, I think I'm going to get beat. Right, that's Rocco, and I think we've got one last one. Hunchback 2, right, let's go for the C64 one, because I quite like, I know I'm thinking of Kong 2. The tune for that one is particularly good. Right, let's jump back to the C64. Right, I think, you know what, I'm going to stop playing as many games because we're going to be here literally till not this Christmas, but the Christmas next, if I keep playing as many as I'm playing. Commodore 64, there we go. What we're looking for, Hunchback 2. It helps if I get in the right game base. Right, Hunchback 2, Quasimodo's Revenge. If I remember rightly, the most impressive part of this game is the little bit where you fall onto a kind of cog that's turning and you see the wee sprite kind of getting wrapped around. That was quite nice. I hope all's well, Mad Commodore. I mean, I know exactly how you are with YouTube. If things are going on in your life, it can be difficult. You know, YouTube can be the last thing you want to do when there's other shite going on. So I hope everyone's all right with you, mate. The Hunch is back. Your favourite bell ringer. Right, come out of this. High score. Yeah, reset. Tony Pomfret. Pomfret sounds like a word backwards. Right, let's start. Where are we? Oh, bollocks. Right, you can't crouch down. I love when people say, yeah, that game's far too easy and I can't even get off bloody level 1. Oh. How did you get up there? Alright, let's go again. Yeah, this game did feature in commercial breaks. Right, end. Go on, let's start again. Are they bats or are they birds? Because I've never seen a yellow bat in my life. There we are. Tum tum. Right, I think I can safely say this is the most I've actually played this game. Right, where are we going now? Right, why can't I go up there? I can now. Oh, bollocks. Come on, bloody get up. You pillock. Don't worry, we'll try and get off this level and then we'll move on. Right, you need to use the hook. So we want to jump over there. Jump there. Jump there. Get up there. Come on. Don't you dare kill me. Oof. Thank you for your optimism, Cauldron. It's always appreciated. And let's just see what level 3 of a game actually looks like. Right, anyway, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it any longer. Right, let's get back to the magazine, shall we? I think we'll reduce the number of games. We want to exit that and come out of that. Right, we've looked at all of that. Oh god, that's hideous looking. Alright, that's rabbiting on about little computer people. Basildon Bond, oh my god, Russ Abbott. Oh, should we load that? Should we load Basildon Bond? What do you think? Yeah, Basildon Bond. Actually, to be fair, Russ Abbott was actually quite funny. He was actually alright. He was one of these Saturday night entertainers. He was actually pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, this was one of the. Think of like a budget version of what's that? Rowan Atkinson, James Bond, whatever it is. I can't even remember the name of it. He's like a kid on James Bond character, and why you'd want to make a video game based on that is beyond me. Commodore 64 128, when you look at the facts, they do seem to outweigh, they do seem to weigh rather heavily in our favour. When you add it up, the Commodore 64 really is 3 computers in one. It can run 64K, 128K and CPM software. Now, I never really knew what CPM software was, and it was Lacozer told me a good number of years ago, tried to explain to me what CPC software or CPM software was. I don't think there was many games that was out. Giving it as efficient in business as it is entertaining at the home. That's why Commodore has become the world leader in microcomputers. So I'm just seeing there, Mad Commodore's The Devil's Crown. Well, that does look quite shots from Amstrad version. Tell you what, let's load up the Amstrad version of this Devil's Crown. Right, where are we? We're on page. We're on page we're on page 12 of 172. So I'm going to continue doing this stream next week. Yeah. I mean, we've got 42 minutes to go. There's no way we're going to get through this. Right, let's take a look at this. Is Brian in tonight? Brian's one of the few Amstrad fans that actually watches my channel, I think. Good evening, Solus. How are you, mate? I hope you're looking forward to your visitor next week. I know she's looking forward to coming down to see you, mate. Right, where are we? Amstrad. Amstrad. There we are. Amstrad Mania version 7.0. And what we're looking for, Devil's Crown. DEVIL. Oops. Amstrad forever, says Brian. We believe you. Right, Devil's Crown. Oh, that does look rather bright. Right, let's get it loading first, and then I'll. Now the good thing is when I load up the Amstrad emulator, the window is extremely small. But what I can do, I can actually watch it in OBS, and it's bigger, so that's actually really good, and there's no lag either. Right, Oh, wait a minute, a joystick is strongly recommended, right? Oh, wait a minute, how the hell do you get to that? Pray or fire button, right, here we go. Devil's Crown. Ah, right, I'm controlling this little, I don't know what the hell it is, some kind of cycle bike thing, whatever. Oh, look at the parrot, that's quite good graphics, so look at it. I have, Craig, yes, I've now got, thanks to Colin, I had to get a couple of out of oxygen, game over. Yeah, I had to get a couple of files, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good, mate. You know what, you can say what you want about the Amstrad, but you know, when it comes to, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Am I collecting these bubbles or something? You're carrying a heavy anchor. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Look at the graphics. That little parrot sprite is pretty cool. Oh, Brian's got the high score apparently. Right, I have no idea what happened. Right, we'll try once more. You know what it actually reminds me of, apart from the graphics, is sorcery. Where the hell am I? Oh, there I am there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Oh, what happened there? I have no idea what happened there. What's going on? How is it when I press fire button? Oh, am I picking and dropping stuff up? Ah, that's what it is. It's kind of like Pajama-Rama. You've got to pick up something and then take it somewhere else and drop it off. Right, anyway. Yeah, that's quite nice. Right, we'll close that down and then get back to the magazine in hand. There we are. Right, anyway, yeah. There we go, there's the C60, not the C64, the Commodore 128. Tau Ceti, that was a game that I could never figure out. It was too clever for me, I'm afraid. Right, we'll load it up, I suppose. Let's see what they're saying about it. Do they have a wee review? How's it going to be going on in the next? There we go. Graphics 9, sound 9, value 10, playability 10. You'll soon get the hang of using the map, computering controls and recognising hazards, buildings and airlocks. Don't approach an airlock too fast. You'll find out what happens should you try it. I'll tell you what, let's load it up and let's approach an airlock too fast. If we can. Right, Spectrum, where are you? Is it TAU? There we go, Tau Ceti. Right, let's jump into the Spectrum. Like so. Ah, it's given us the option for 128 or 48K. We'll go for the 128 one. Right, what is that? I'm thinking that's not good. Oh, hang on, there we go. Right, I'm already stuck. It's probably not a game that I'm going to get to play. Is there a manual anywhere? Let's open up the manual. See if I can figure it out. List commands below. Can you type in it? No, you can't. Unloading, where is it? Unloading the program will go into a demo sequence. To stop the demo, press break. Right, there we are. Well, for a demo, it's pretty damn boring. Has that crashed? I think that's crashed. Right, you know what? That's a good enough reason just to come out of that. I think. Yeah, doesn't like that one little bit. Anyway, 3D Grand Prix Amstrad. Amsoft, just what the Amstrad needed, a really nice Formula 1 racing game. 3D Grand Prix has great graphics, neat scrolling, but lousy sound. Well, let's put it to the test, shall we? 3D Grand Prix. Amstrad Mania. 3D Grand Prix, right, okay. Let's get this loading. And Amstrad. What's that, Mad Commodore? GB64 site has removed all links for download. What kind of games, what kind of files could you download from the site? Oh, now you've mentioned it, Craig, you know what's going to happen here, mate. Alright, so apparently this sound is pish. Oh, dearie me. We've got gears. You know what? That's not actually that bad. I mean, look at it. That's actually quite a realistic driving game. Instead of just having little mini sprites, you've actually got big, proper cars. You know what? Colour me impressed with this. I mean, they're saying this sounds crap. I don't know what else you could really do. It's an engine, you know what I mean? This is called 3D Grand Prix, Craig. Right, let's try and overtake. Oh, for Christ's sake, why did I just... come off the track? I don't know why. Looks like you've got 4 gears and that's your whack. Come on! Actually, that's not a bad little game. For an early Amstrad game, that is actually pretty good. Right, let's get back to everything for time, folks. I've got half an hour. Magazine, there we go. Are you planning to take Ava to Silverstone, Brandon? Right, let's go. What was that called again? Was that called Sorcery? No, Wizardry. I remember that, yeah. Watch out, Ultimate, here comes the edge. Oh God, says Bono. Wizardry puts up a real challenge to the Dungeons and Dragons type arcade adventure pioneered by the Ultimate team. Yeah, I do remember it being quite pricey. Well, it was... well, £9.95. I think most games at that point were still about £8, so yeah. Doesn't sound like much, £2, but back in 1985, that was quite a bit of money. Let's give Wizardry a go. You play the part of Drun, an apprentice lore master on a quest. You be quiet. Where is it? On a quest for a quest within the walls of Castle Illusion. Pass all the tests. Let's see what they're saying about it. Does it get? Oh, it's got a solid 9, 9, 9, and 9. Brian's trying to put the boot in there that Amstrad has stereo output, unlike the Commodore 64. Right, let's give Wizardry a go. I don't really remember playing it. Wizardry. Well, it helps if you get the right game base again. Right, Wizardry, there we are, by the edge. That guy's multi-talented, not only is he a rocker, he can program games with the C64. Right, let's go back across to C64. Got to say, this OBS, hopefully you think my videos are a wee bit slicker from what they normally are. Being able to jump back and forwards between kind of emulators does make a huge difference. Yeah, when I interviewed Gary Bracey, I asked him why were the Commodore 64 games always more expensive? He says because they were. He says we could charge. We thought that C64 owners had more money, therefore they can afford to pay more for their games. So yeah, Ocean were a showery bastards. Right, let's get this going. Nope. How cool is that? That is actually really, really nice. Look at it. I mean, listen to that sound. That is lovely. Come on, how'd you get through the door? I managed to get through the door to begin with. Right, the game is broken, folks. Oh, you can actually see part of the next level. How'd you get through? Have you got to press? Wait a wee minute. Let's see if there's a manual. Nah, there's no manual at all. So we're on our own. Right, fire button does nothing. Right, we can't get through the door, so we're going to have to abandon, I'm afraid. I do like the graphics, though. That is really smart. Yeah, I'm officially stumped. We can't seem to get out of that level. Managed to come through the door, but we can't get back through. Right, anyway, that was Wizardry. I'm just thinking, wait a wee minute, I wonder if I was to do that. Is that better for you guys? I think that's a bit better. That's a wee bit better. We can, let's just go back from the start again. Yeah, you can see the magazine properly. Let me just, I'll move that down there. So, oops, I've completely disappeared. There we go, he's back. He's back in black. Feeling like X here. The only problem is I can hardly bloody read that because it's so small. If I make that weird like that, there we go. That's a bit better. Still can't read it, but anyway, right. The Goonies. Let's take a look at the Goonies. As I mentioned, I have never actually played it. It'll be 20 minutes if I'll get it.
Can you also give me my tablet?
Yeah, I know. Right, yeah, let's give the Goonies a go. I can't even read that. And we'll just look at the graphics. 7 for graphics, 7 for sound, 7 for value, and 8 for playability. Cheers, Simon. Oh, sorry, I'm saying cheers. Simon has just arrived. Right, let's get into the C64 one again. What are we looking for? We're looking for, Chris, I can't even remember the name of the game. The Goonies. Yeah, it's a film you hear people talking about all the time, and I've never seen it. Right, Commodore 64. Bunk. There we go. Was this not? I think this came out. I think this came out from the same company that did Bruce Lee, I'm sure. One of the biggest disappointments for me was, I did. Bruce Lee's one of these games that I've always said it's not stood up as well as it is, but it's still a great game. It was one of my favourite games at the time. And when I heard that Zorro was coming out, I was quite excited. And Zorro, the game's not very good. And I think they brought out, was it Barbarian or no, it was Conan, and that was even worse if I remember rightly. That was from Datasoft. How do we start? There was loads of 4-colour Atari. Is that right? So is that why it looks so bad? I never knew that, Shinob. Mad Commodore. Right, I've got no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, so pressing fire button, having never seen the film, I don't actually know what I'm meant to be doing here. Am I trying to jump up there or something? Right, now, is this wee guy meant to go down and collect them or something? Right, absolutely beats the shit out of me what I'm supposed to be doing here. that's enough. Kind of reminds me a bit like a Popeye game, I think. Right, let's get back to the magazine. Dynamite Dan. Yeah, we'll give that a go. And it's going to have to be the Spectrum. In fact, according to that, did it even come out in the C64? According to that, it didn't. What we're looking for? Dynamite. No, we're in the wrong game base. Right, Dynamite Dan. Let's get the Spectrum one opened up. There we go. Alright, J for Kempson joystick, and let's go. Again, this is one of these games that my mate used to play all the time in his Spectrum. I had no interest. He'd say to me, "Do you want a shot?" and I had absolutely no interest in playing it. Oh, bollocks. These games are 10 a penny. That's the problem. There's just so many of them. Right, I'm presuming. Oh, there we go. Well, let's take the lift down, shall we? Seriously, it's Jet Set Willy, but 100 times harder. Oh, that's me royally screwed then. Yeah, what I felt a lot of kind of these games, they just filled the screen with hundreds and hundreds of baddies, and there was no real sort of like point to the game. There was no real point to them. They just flooded the game with graphics. See what I mean? It's just low. There's not really any thought to the actual levels. It's just non-stop. There we go. Right, that's enough. That's enough of that. Okay, right, let's get back to the magazine. Right, we'll try and read a bit more before we play anything. Although, there again, we're in the reviews, so we're going to get tons of games. We're not going to bother with Excel. We're not even going to bother with Fairlight. I did like Blagger, I must admit. That was one game that I did like. Rock and Wrestle. Right, we need to have a shot of this. I always get one of the questions I do get asked quite a bit. Oh, you can't actually see this. Oh, you can. One of the questions I get asked quite a lot is, was there any game, any sequel or any game that you were looking forward to which ultimately was disappointing? And Rock and Wrestle was one of them. As was Way of the Exploding Fist, or Fist 2. The original Exploding Fist was absolutely phenomenal. The second one I felt was disappointing. I mean, I ended up playing the little bit in the back of it, the little kind of one-on-one fighting game. But Rock and Wrestle was disappointing as well. Again, when you actually think back, it's trying to emulate, or not emulate, trying to get a wrestling game onto an 8-bit is always going to be pretty difficult. But right, let's find Rock and Wrestle. It's worth playing it on the C64 just for the batshit mental music. Outrun on the C64. You know what, when I play these games now, I don't think they're as bad as they were, but you know, I suppose back in the day when you're looking forward to an amazing game and it's just not as good, plus the fact you've just spent £9, you're going to be disappointed. Right, what we're looking for? We're looking for Rock and Wrestle. Is it Rock and Let Wrestle? Oh, it is Rock and Wrestle. Oh, is it not coming up? Rock and Bolt. There we are. There we go. Right, Rock and Wrestle. Let's play. I would agree with you, Mad Commodore. I mean, I never expected the C64 Outrun to be any good. No, I didn't have a C64 at that point. I was really looking forward to it. I'm thinking the Amiga one's going to be amazing, and I also thought the ST one was going to be good. And both were really disappointing. See if I score. No. No, 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 no. Set round 3 minutes, that'll do. Yeah, the sprites in this were ugly. Really, really ugly. Right, okay. I mean, what the hell is going on there? Right, what one am I? Right, I'm the blonde one. I'm fighting against somebody from the deep south, I would imagine. Right, it looks like he's trying to feel my bollocks. Again, like I says, when you actually look at it, it's not bad. It looks mega pixely, but right, how do you get up there? You can climb up. How do you climb up? Well, let's try and get him. It's not quite. I thought you could do a. I don't know what he's doing there. I thought you could do some kind of. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to. Yeah. Anyway. I'm sure you can do a. Let's knee him in the bollocks. And he's going for the spinning bird, whatever it's called. Fadoof. It's got a speech. Well, that was Kendo Nakasaki there. Right, hang on, why can't I? Right, for some weird reason, it looks like we've started a game using joystick, using keyboard. Right, that's enough of that. It's actually quite good fun. Right, what's next? Where are we? Let's get back to the magazine. Tomahawk, right, I'm not even going to attempt to play that. Never played it. Right, Guy in the Hat, BBC. This game reminded me of Blue Ribbon's Banana Man, which was a weaker version of the same idea. You're the guy in the hat and you stay alive by eating biscuits and dodging Bicky Bashers. Shall we try that? Why not? Oh, there's another game that was Wizardry we looked at. That's Wizard. Excuse me. Right, that was on the BBC. Oh bollocks, what was it called again? Guy in the Hat. Let's give it a go. It's funny, we take completely for granted that every game that I see in a magazine we're going to have. Guy, there you go, Guy in a Hat. I mean, it's incredible when you think that all these games have been archived. That's just mental. Have I got a BBC? Right, I've not actually got a BBC scene set up, so just give me 2 ticks. I'm going to load this. Oh, dearie me. Duplicate, and we'll call that BBC. And then we want to remove that. And then we want to application. Sorry, I've got a terrible habit of talking when I'm to myself. Window capture, I'm going to delete that. Remove. And window capture. And that's going to be BBC. There we are. Right, now you can hopefully see that like so. Right, MRM software. You're the guy in the hat and you're on a diet of biscuits. Sounds good to me. Eat the biscuits. It sounds like Pac-Man. Eat the biscuits and avoid the bicky bashers. If you eat a biscuit, the hexagon it was in will change colour. The bashers cannot enter these hexagons and you will die if you try. Drop your hat to colour a hexagon white. You can enter these, but the bashers can't. If you change the hexagon white whilst the basher's in it, you will destroy him. Right, I have no idea what that was all about. Right, so it's going to be keys only, which is going to be great fun. A, Z, up left, up right, what? Down right, down left. Wait a minute, how many? Why don't we just have up, down, left and right? Does it not support joystick? This is going to be... Alright, this is going to be over before we even start. Right, let's forget this. It's like some mad version. What happened there? It's like, did I just die? I think I did. It's like some mad version of Blockbusters. I'll have a PP's. Please, Bob. Wait a minute, I just want to load it again so we can actually see what the controls were. Right, the keys are all over the place because it says asterisk. Now I know for a fact that the asterisk is and question marks are going to be, they're not going to be laid out the same. Okay, he's going to get me, I think. Right, I can't move to the right. Oh, hang on. I struggle with 4 keys, never mind bloody 6. Right, that's quite enough of that, I think. Right, listen, I think we've got time for one more game. Let's just go back to the magazine. I'm going to move that up to there. BBC, there we go, you can move in there along with him. Magazine. How are we doing? Let's just have a quick look and see how many. Have we got anyone watching still? Still 33 in the watching, which is really nice. That's always really nice of you. Excellent. Right, Wizardry, Southern Belle. Ah, that was a game. That was a game. You drive a train. Colin, did you ever play Southern Belle at all? Was it not called Eastern Star and then this was a sequel? It's a train simulator. Oops. For some weird reason it was never ever ported to the Commodore 64 that I'm aware of. Is it because they didn't think it could do the graphics? This processor was too slow, possibly? Right, tell you what, that screenshot of Wizard is extremely dark. We'll give that a go. We'll finish off with this one. Wizard by Areola Soft. If I can find it, there we go. Wizard by Areola Soft. Yeah, I'm assuming they just didn't think that the Commodore 64 was up for the task. Areola Soft. Blimey, you would not believe the number of games called Wizard. Oh, that's strange. I've actually found a game that doesn't appear to be in GameBase. Let's have a quick look under Areola Soft. What's it called again? Wizard. That is a first, folks. Category window. That's a first. I can't actually publisher. Let me just, I want to do a quick filter. I want to actually see if it's not there. Because GameBase has got 29,000 games and I've never found a game ever that's not been in the list. Areola Soft. I'd be very, very surprised if it's not there. Right, I can't see it there. Areola Soft Empire. Areola Soft. No. Nope. Well, there you go. It looks like I've found a game that isn't in GameBase. That's a shocker. Yeah. Interesting. It is in GameBase. What's it called? Progressive Peripherals and Software. Ah, so it's got a different, right. Alright, wait a wee minute. Mad Commodore knows his stuff. Wizard. What did you say it was called again? Oh, Progressive Peripherals. Ah, right. So it's been... Is it maybe been developed by them? Something like that. Right, this is the last one we're going to look at, folks. This is a Wizard by whatever it was called. Progressive Peripherals and Software. Commodore 64. There we are. Suicide Express, yeah. I mean, I loved Loco. Really do enjoy Loco. Suicide Express, I played it simply for the music. But the annoying thing was, if you die, then the music resets. Right, I don't know what's happening here. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. I'll try again. Original disc. This looks oddly familiar. I don't know if I played this before. Right, fire button's not doing anything. Yeah, Black Thunder, yeah. I mean, Tony Crowder really ripped arse out of it. I have to say, of all the classic games that I don't think stood up, Tony Crowder games, there's not many, in my opinion, that I really like. Why does this not want to start? Try and change the joystick again. Right, how do you start this infernal game? It doesn't want to start. Oh, hang on, here we go. Are we playing? Tell you what, let's just watch a demo, shall we? At least we'll see the game getting played a wee bit. Press fire when ready. Still not doing anything. Come on, what's going on? Try and change the joystick again. Right, don't know what's going on with this. Doesn't seem to be recognising the this. Right, anyway, listen folks, that is 9 o'clock. That's quite enough. We will continue. I'll take a wee note of that. I mean, I think it's been good. I've quite enjoyed doing this, but we are only on page 20 of 172. So there's probably going to be a few videos getting put out for this particular one. Anyway, listen, thanks very much to everybody that's tuned in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. Keeping you hopefully entertained. I hope you all have a decent week, and there will be other videos coming out. Like I says, I caught up with Dan Malone and Richard Leinfelner, along with my mate Craig, and an interview that we filmed last Thursday, I think it was. That will be coming out this week. I'm not quite sure what day. Until next time, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching.